Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally that time to do a review on the S.H.Monsterarts movie graphics plus Shin Godzilla and the S.H.Monsterarts Godzilla 2000. These figures are absolutely phenomenal. I highly recommend them. I want you to go get them, but find Shin Godzilla on a deal because pricing's kind of crazy, but for the figure that you're getting is wild. Just watch the review and you'll find out exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, let's talk about the contents in the box and what comes in the box without this figure. So we of course have the box itself, the front of the box, both sides. This side is my favorite side, it's just awesome. The back of the box, the top of the box, and the bottom of the box. Sorry, that's upside down. Now, as you guys may know, I did get these figures from the Tamashii Nation store in Tokyo, Japan, which was actually amazing. I didn't go personally, but some relatives of mine went for me, and they picked up both of these figures. I think I did a really good choice. Also because those were like the only cool figures they had there, and dude, such a good choice. I was planning to get the Destroyer figure, but I ended up not. Anyway, enough yapping and let's get into the review. One of the most beautiful figures I've ever seen. Actually, maybe the most beautiful figure I've ever seen in my life. I think it kind of speaks for itself why this is like extremely necessary in every single Shin Godzilla figure collector or just like Shin Godzilla fanboy. This collection, dude, this figure is actually insane. It has some gimmicks that most people don't know about, dude, but just like the translucent plastic is so awesome. The articulation is the same from any single Shin Godzilla. This mold is like a decade old, 10 years. Wow. The tail will be 24 inches of jointed tail. So, out of the box, you get this poster. I put it like this. I don't know, most people flip it and they put it like that. I don't know. I just like it like this more. I feel like it's cooler. That's like the whole gimmick with these figures, like a movie poster version, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, head sculpt is, like always, as usual, the teeth paint is kind of mediocre. Mine does kind of have a defect. Wait 1 second, let me just pop this out. As you can see, this head is super detailed. There is silver painting on the inside of the figure, which is really cool. I was gonna get into that. I feel like the teeth paint is really solid on the bottom jaw, but then when we just look at the top one, like, see there's like red pinkish going on the teeth, but then just here at the middle it's just straight white, which doesn't really bother me. I don't really care, but like, it's a little weird. Let's get a closer look at what's in there. So we have like a silvery purple, which I absolutely love. Then we have a silvery silver that goes into kind of a silver purple into silver blue. If you guys can see that on the top of his mouth. Wow, this figure's actually stunning. Dude, they didn't even mess up the eyes. The eyes are, this eye is like looking down, this eye is just like, Can you cut that out? Please cut that out. Anyway, yeah, this figure's actually awesome. But it's just a bummer that it's the same articulation. I mean, it's really solid, but I can't really find any other poses to do with him. All the wrinkles and stuff. So, articulation, bottom jaw movement, top jaw movement. It can like move side to side since each part of the mouth is on a ball joint. So, yeah, kind of move and then up and down, side to side. And they can also like actually move side to side. Like you can go like that, which is kind of funny. I will show the UV gimmick when we do that. Pretty sick figure overall. And then we'll pop his head back on. Alright, so the detail is actually quite perfect. That's kind of weird, but do the tail. Here, you pop that off too. Okay, so wow, this is just perfection. I didn't end up popping it off because I'm just like, no. Oh, I guess so. That's funny. I guess it was just meant to be popped off. So you can't really see the details on it, but if I grab, it's really nice. It goes to like the translucent clear plastic, then back to purple, then back to the clear plastic again. And you have the silver of the socket. Wow, and then we can get a closer look of how each one of these joints looks inside. So we have the purple outside. That's what makes the purple look so shiny. You know what I mean? Water break. Damn, my mouth is dry. Anyway, let's continue with this figure. So, it's basically the same Shin Godzilla figure we've been getting every single time, just with the best paint job they've had yet. This is S.H.Monsterarts' most stunning figure. Without a doubt, this is their most stunning figure they've ever made. I swear, in person, it looks so much better. This is one of the figures that I feel like when you see it in person, it's actually insane. Like, just look at the silver in there. Oh my god. I don't even know what that is. It's like his spaghetti back or something. Dude, but this figure's actually so peak. S.H.Monsterarts is in its peak. We are in peak Godzilla collecting. I don't think you guys understand that. And then his hand is like, oh my god, are you seeing that? Dude, this figure is a 10 out of 10. I have nothing else to say. His feet, his toes are translucent. I think all of them are. Dude, this figure's so good. I just can't. It's literally every single S.H.Monsterarts figure just in purple. Same articulation, can barely look up, can look down like all the way. It's a decade-old articulation technology, so it's not going to be so surprising, but it still is meant for all the poses Shin Godzilla does in the movie. Am I right? Anyway, this is what he looks like under the light. I swear it's so much more stunning when you're actually in person. But everything is translucent. Everything. Oh my god, it's decked out in translucent plastic. This is awesome. What? So nice to see, especially in natural light. Like in the day when I put it on my window, it just like shines. Wow, this figure's so stunning. Anyway, let me show you the UV gimmick. Dude, it looks so much better in person. My gosh. See that? What? And then all the way back. Dude, this figure's so cool. Oh my god. I'm not even exaggerating. Dude, if you want a cool looking figure that's gonna pop out on your shelf, and if you like Shin Godzilla, this is literally the perfect figure for you. Look at that. That is so beautiful. Anyway, that's really it for Shin Godzilla here. So, guess we'll just have to like kind of move on to S.H.Monsterarts Godzilla 2000. Dude, this figure changed Godzilla collecting for what it is. Just look at that freaking detail. Okay, I need to lock in here. And we need to see the contents. Spoiler alert, nothing comes in the box except for this guy. Like, what were we expecting? Ah, jokes. Anyways, let's check out the box. We have the front of the box, top of the box, side of the box, the other side of the box, the bottom of the box, and the back of the box. Guys, this figure is literally collecting changing. Like, does that look like paint to you? Or does it just look like part of the plastic? Doesn't look like paint to me, eh? Dude. This figure is stylized, so it's not gonna look like... What is going on with my camera? It's not gonna look 100% to the movie like Haya tried to do, but also when you break the sculpt, you kind of give more space to add more articulation. And S.H.Monsterarts does not really go for more accurate figures. They go for stylized because they do their style. Dude, but okay, let's just look at the figure and admire the paint details, then we'll get into articulation, then I might show some poses, just maybe what's it called, scale sizing or something, a comparison to other figures. Yeah, whatever. Starting off with the spines, let's start up here. Absolutely beautiful. Dude, this figure looks better in person. I just like, my camera's not cooperating with me currently. We do have an articulated dorsal plate right here on a ball joint. Wow. Look at that. All the way to the end. Kind of stops like right there, right here. But just the detail. Look at how much depth the detail has. Oh my god, if you could feel that. Dude, just the details, absolutely insane. This figure does have a green, like, tinted skin color, because that's how it is in the movie. Not many joints pop off on this figure, so it should be totally fine. Okay, let's take a look at those eyes. Looking pretty nice. Very nice paint on the eyes. It does look a little derpy from the front, but I don't mind it. That is the inside of the mouth. Tongue is articulated. People do say it's very fragile, so I don't want to break his tongue at all. So let's close that up. Let's take a look at the claws. Wow. Very nice. Dude, that is awesome. This figure is so good. And last but not least, the feet. Just exactly like the claws. Detail, paint, sculpt, everything is on par. Kind of except for the head, but that's just because this figure is stylized. Not going for accuracy, just going for the articulation, the detail. That's all. So, many people have been naming this figure the greatest Godzilla action figure of all time. You may be wondering, Catch Kid, why? Why is it the best? Dude, the articulation on this thing, extending joints, is absolutely wild. The tail is so buttery smooth that it's so articulated. Dude, every segment is a ball joint. They are floating pieces, but they're ball joints. Dude, oh my gosh. The only part of this tail that is not articulated is just the tip right there. You see that? The rest is not articulated. Oh my god, this tail is absolutely magical. Anyway, instead of spending 1 minute talking about the tail, we have the other articulation. We have this floating piece here. Another floating piece right here, this piece. Okay. I want you to pause the video and guess what extends. Give you some time. Oh, his tail. I just popped off his tail. What's going on? What's going on with my camera now? No, not good, not good. You want it? What is going on? Anyway, let's start off with the articulation of the head. Take a look at the engineering. This extends. So far that extends. Push it back down. Extend and extend. Without extending, the head just itself can look down about that much. But let's extend it. Extend it up. Head can look down that much. Okay, big difference, but you will get a gap. So keep that in mind. Now, with this piece too, head can look down that much. That is really good already. Now, let's try looking up. All the way up. All the way. You will get a gap too, just because he is extended. Okay, so let's put it back, and without extending, he can look up that much, but with extending, he can look up that much. Big difference. Okay, so side to side, side to side. With this figure, I do have trouble looking side to side a little. Side to side really well, but with extending, you can look side to side anywhere. Pop it back in, and have the mouth articulation, tongue articulation, of course. Articulated dorsal. A lot of people break this, which is a little sad. Floating piece right here. Then we have the joint right here. Yes, okay, so the waist does extend. So, not extended. Pull it up. Now he's extended. But he is kind of floppy when I extend it. So, I like to keep it down and stiff. That's what I do. That's just what I do. Here, the dorsals have absolutely incredible detail. The tail, already talked about the tail. Phenomenal. Wow, just the poses. Okay, I'm probably going to show some photos that I got that you've probably seen before on, I don't know, posts, posing him, my posing series, which I'm still not done, not even close to being done. Anyway, arms, extend or not. Oh, guess what? They extend. They extend, you saw that? Oh my god, dude, this hand. Anyway, they extend. Right around here, you have the floating piece. And out, man. Dude. Holy, and then I don't think anything else can extend, I'm not too sure. I think his elbow might be able to, but I'm not too sure. You have, I think just a little more, like that's gonna be a 90-degree angle, and you can go that much. So very, very well articulated. Whatever. Let's use the other end, okay? Pull that out. Got a swivel there. Pretty sure you do have a swivel here, yep. Very light swivel. Swivel at the elbow. Swivel right here around the wrist area. Then you have the hand, which is on a ball joint. So that's gonna be all for the arms. But I feel like I'm missing something that I did with the head. Oh, I didn't talk about the swivels and stuff. Shoot, okay. Head can swivel, of course. So can the body, but it is pretty risky because you do not want to damage those beautiful spines. Don't want to damage them whatsoever. So it would hurt me to see any figures being damaged. In person, the spines are so much more vibrant, but my camera's just acting up today. That's whatever. Okay. Now, the legs. Extend or not extend? Oh, you guessed it. They extend. Let's see that knee bend. Bam! Full 90-degree bend. Bam. Wow, that's awesome. And then the foot. Wow. Look at that. And the pivot. You got, wait. You got a really nice pivot. That is, of course, for the other leg as well. Got the extending joint. Put it back at the base. 90 degrees. Crazy foot articulation. Absolutely wild. This figure is so good. It is not even funny. This figure literally changed Godzilla figure collecting forever. You guys can see kind of the tinted greenish color for the skin. That's basically it for this figure, you know? So I think we're done with the review. The double review. I guess I'll do size comparisons, show some poses at the end, and call it a day. I don't know how many times I said this figure changed Godzilla collecting forever, but make that remind you that it did change Godzilla collecting forever. I'm telling you, this figure will change your collection. I think that's five times. Not too sure. Anyways, comment down below how many times I said that. And finally, we'll do a size comparison with some figures that you may or may not have in your Godzilla figure collection. Hiya Kong, Hiya Godzilla 2014 Heat Ray, Hiya Godzilla 2021 Heat Ray, S.H.Monsterarts Scar King, Hiya Toys Godzilla Evolved, Hiya Toys Shino, S.H.Monsterarts Movie Graphics Plus Shin Godzilla. I am too lazy to do a size comparison with Shin Godzilla, so I'm just gonna put some poses on the screen and call it a day.